What is up, YouTube? This is going to be my first video. It's going to be over my airsoft pistol that I use as my secondary weapon. I've got a lot of other videos in store for you guys. For instance, I got some Black Ops 2 commentaries I'm going to do, as well as some Modern Warfare 3, along with some Halo 4. So just leave down in the comments below which one of those you'd like to see. I've got many other titles over here, so pretty much it's whatever you guys want. I don't really have a lot of the old games, but I've got a lot of the newer releases. Everything from Borderlands 2 up until this newest one, Black Ops 2. So you let me know, and I'll try to get you some. Alright, before we go any further, let me show you the gun. This is the H&K USP-45, licensed and made by Umarex. This gun I purchased for $40 from Walmart. It is a CO2 non-blowback. A lot of people don't like non-blowbacks. Personally, I could care less if it was a blowback or not. I really like this pistol, and I've had it for a while. I actually think it'll be a year on Christmas that I've had this pistol. Beat and banged it, put it through all sorts of trouble, and it's still tried and true. So let's go ahead and get to the details. I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around, so bear with me here. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, here's the gun itself. Let me see if I can get that focused in real quick for you guys. Okay, there we go. Alright, starting from the front, moving towards the back. We do have a blazed orange tip due to safety regulations, etc., etc., due to airsoft guns can be mistaken for real guns. But continuing on, it does have a imitation, whatever that is called. I mean, I don't really know the technical term. I guess a slide guide or something along those lines. Another thing that it has is this little warning label here. It just tells you pretty much common sense stuff. It also says made in Taiwan, I do believe. Yeah. Now see, another interesting thing about this gun is I live in Arkansas, and if you notice, Fort Smith, Arkansas, which is where you can get the owner's manual and things like that. So Umarex actually has an office there, which is kind of cool in my opinion. Continuing on back, it has another little thing there, another little label across the slide. Now to the trademark, and it also has a made in Taiwan right there. And moving on to the actual trademarks on the gun, as you can see on the little slide block there, it has a good HK logo along with a pentagon and an F symbol inside of that. I'm not sure what that insignia means, but it's on there. Here's my favorite trademark on the weapon. It's got a bright red HK USP logo on both sides of the pistol grip, which I think is pretty awesome. Going to the other side, you've got a nice HK USP trademark there on the front of the slide, and you also have a little script there on the other side of the slide, and it says caliber 6mm BB, which I think is kind of interesting. I mean, it's not off the real thing, obviously, because it doesn't shoot BBs, but it does kind of add to the cool factor, in my opinion. Moving onward to the front just a little bit more, as you can see there, it has a little, oh, sorry about the focus, guys. It has a little silver plate there, and what that silver plate is a serial code, which I think is pretty cool. Adds to the realism again. Now here is a small rail. I mean, it doesn't fit a whole lot of things, but however it does fit this laser. If you decide you want one of these and you like this laser, it is a UTG laser. I couldn't tell you exactly what kind or anything. I will say, if you see this laser, be careful with it, because I mean, mine right now, as you can tell, isn't working at the moment. It kind of went out, but anyway, moving on. Here is an imitation slide release. Due to the fact it's not a non-blowback, it obviously does not function. As you can see on the bottom, there is a warning label on the trigger guard. Refer to owner's manual before use, blah blah blah. Everyone knows that. The iron sights on this are fairly nice. I like them. It's a nice mill dot system. Just line those 3 dots up. And continuing on back, as you can see, there is a safety which is not ambidextrous. This safety, whenever I purchased this pistol, it originally worked, but now it does not. So be careful with that as well. It's got a pretty lengthy trigger pull, so I mean you're gonna have to put it through some strain to misfire it, but I mean either way you still want to be careful with that. Moving along to the pistol grip, it does have a nice texturized grip there, along with some little elevated grates here on the front and rear of the pistol grip. As you could tell a moment ago when I fired it, it does have an imitation hammer. Doesn't really do anything. You can just flick it without firing it, so that's not really, it's nothing big, but it's kind of nice that they threw that in there. Moving along now to the magazine, it does use a CO2 cartridge. Like I said before, it does come with an Allen key. What you'll do is you'll slide that Allen key into that hole, remove the screw, slide your cartridge in, and tighten it back on. It is a 16 round single stack magazine. One complaint that I have, if any, about this magazine is the fact that it is extremely big. However, it does have to be big for the CO2 cartridge, which, I mean, it's okay, it just doesn't fit into all pistol mag pouches. Luckily, I'm blessed enough to have pistol mag pouches to hold this behemoth of a mag. Down here, it's got a little V2 6.0 millimeter caliber, which is, I think, kind of cool. I'm not sure what the V2 stands for, however. But it is made of a very durable polymer. It feels, extremely durable. This is very, very rigid. Moving on. Still staying on the same subject, pardon me. It has a very easy mag drop. It's not like you have to pull the mag or it gets hung anywhere. As you can see, you just now that we're talking about the magazine, I ought to mention the magazine release. It is right here by the trigger guard. It is ambidextrous. It is the only ambidextrous feature on this gun. The safety is the only other feature, and it is strictly for right hands. However, if you are left-handed, it isn't that hard to use. You can just flick it on. But whenever I go out into the field after I get my guns chronographed or what have you, I always flick the safety off and I holster my pistol. So on my pistols anyway, my rifles I keep on safety till the match starts, but this I just keep on fire just to save me the trouble of switching it whenever I pull the pistol out when I need to. Another thing I should mention, it does have a pistol sling point there, or a carabiner sling point, or a carabiner point, pardon me, for whenever you if you want to attach one of those. That is entirely up to you. I don't personally have one, but I hopefully will purchase one soon. So my overall on this pistol, I would say that it shoots quite well, but it could be better. Given the fact that it is CO2, you're not really given a set FPS on this gun. It kind of varies, not only with the fact of the CO2 cartridges emptying, it's just some bursts have more or less than others at random times. However, I have noticed it does stick in the range of around 250, 275 FPS on average, which is pretty good for a pistol. But for a Walmart pistol, $40, couldn't ask for more. This is a wonderful pistol. I love it. I wish it would have came in some better packaging. However, it was only $40, so it's not that big of a deal. I do know that you can buy magazines for these guns on Airsoft GI. I'm not for sure about any other website, but I know you can buy extra mags, because Umarex actually makes a blowback version of this gun, which uses the same mags, I think, or they use similar mags. Either way, you can buy the CO2 non-blowback mags from Airsoft GI. overall for me, this gun will get I would say an 8 out of 10. And the reason I say that is it is made of polymer. I wish the slide was made of metal. However, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So for $40, I like it. I also wish that maybe, you know, the safety might work a little bit better. I mean, this feels like it's made of a little bit of cheaper plastic than the polymer that these are made of. But, you know, as I said, beggars cannot be choosers. So for $40, this is a great pistol if you're looking to get a starter pistol or just something cheap and reliable for your loadout. I highly recommend this, and I guess that's it for me. If you have any questions or comments about this gun or this review, let me know down in the comments below, guys. Thanks.